As you know, ladies give back, and this year we have partnered with Children's Hospital Los Angeles, Make March Matter. It's a special month-long fundraising campaign that takes place right in our neighborhood to support Children's Hospital Los Angeles, which is a nonprofit pediatric hospital that's ranked among the top 5 in the nation. More children receive care from Children's Hospital LA than anywhere else in our region, and we need to help them make sure they can provide all their patients with the same world-class medical care. That is why for the entire month of March, the Lady Gang is raising awareness by donating 20% of our proceeds from our store to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. So visit shop.theladygang.com to give back. And we have some super cute items that are up to 60% off right now in our warehouse sale. And so make March matter with us. Thank you.
It's time for a Quickie.
Podcast One presents The Lady Gang, the Hollywood girl posse, with Lady Gang Quickie. Here's Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Let's make this quick.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Lady Gang Quickie. Yes, your ears do not deceive you. It's Becca back from...
He's back.
Baby get in. Does that make it sound too morbid? I don't know. Back from baby times.
You're not back.
I'm here.
You're popping in.
Popping in. I'm going to be here for a minute. I'm going to visit with my old friend Josh Peck, who's on the podcast today. Obviously, Jack and Kelty are here with us as well, but I couldn't miss this opportunity to connect with Josh because he's one of my favorite parents out there. And so, yes, it's time to commiserate.
Wow. This is the best. Because we literally sat on set talking about like kiddos and how we were softies and how procreating is so great because you get a kid, and also just making kids is fun. So yeah. I'm so pleased for you.
Thank you.
Hey, you look surprisingly, I wouldn't expect anything else from you, but like you look surprisingly refreshed and put together. Like
you look better than I do, and I had a full night's sleep.
We look the same, and I've like slept 10 hours last night. Like, how is that possible?
Well, I don't know. Today I did shower. I did go the longest I've ever gone in my whole life without a shower because I'm normally like a 2-shower person a day. And I had 0 showers yesterday. So I woke up this morning and it was as if I've been like, I was like kidnapped and thrown into a basement for a month. Like I felt that disgusting.
Ugh.
That I got in the shower, and I do feel like a new woman. So thank you for seeing me.
Are you getting any rest?
Yeah.
I mean, on and off. Like this kid has to eat so much. Their stomachs are so small. So it's like the minute I feel like he should be satiated and go to sleep on a full belly, that's really only equal to like an hour and a half of peace. So it's like I'm waking up every 2 hours, and he's the relatively easiest baby because he really just wants to wake up, he wants to eat, and he wants to go back to bed.
But ideal.
That's still like waking up a lot, you know?
Is he crying, or is he like...
He'll like whine. He'll whine a little bit. He's also, we've realized, a never nude. He really, 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 really hates being nude. So like if you go to change his diaper...
He's like you! Oh my God!
He feels the cold air on his skin, and he like, that's the most pissed that he gets is when he feels that he's exposed.
Shut up. He wants to dress modestly like Becca.
Yes, like an Orthodox Jew. He is, that's me. That's my soul child.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
Yes.
Josh,
wait, Josh, how old is Max?
Max is 3.
Oh my gosh. That's the cutest age, I think.
I think so too. And Josh, did you know that there was a baby coming when you guys were doing Turner and Hooch? Was the baby...
No, it wasn't
a surrogate yet?
I mean, we were very, very, very early pregnant, I think, when that happened. I have no idea. Between COVID and then becoming a new mom, like my idea and my reference for how long things have been and time, I'm not really sure. I think we were like in the beginning process of the surrogate on set, but I don't think I was sharing.
But yeah, I don't think so. I just remember us talking. Yeah, I've become that dad. It's very much like defined me. Whereas like some people, they're just like, yes, I have a kid. It's a hobby I do every now and then. Like it's certainly my full-time job, but I love it. I grew into the corny dad, and I think it's the guy I was always meant to be. And you could just feel it. You can feel it from people when they want it. And then you can also feel it from people where you're like, maybe you should just stick to really enjoying brunch and not have kids. And Becca is not that way.
No, you're a very sweet dad. Like, even Josh was working like, I don't know, insane, ungodly hours on Turner and Hooch every single day, every single scene throughout the night. And then on the weekends, I'd be on Instagram and I'd see that he's taking Max to like his favorite donut shop. And they're like gallivanting around Vancouver. I'm like, how does he have the energy to do this? But like, you're full on in it.
I need any excuse to not think about me is a bueno. Like, and that is the best gift. So yeah, and like, what are we doing? We're going to trampoline parks. Like, I didn't have a dad, so I think I'm doing this for myself, to be honest. Like, all stuff I wanted to do growing up, but my mom was like, I'm exhausted. I'm a single parent. Go to your room.
I love this so much. So, Josh is not just here for the baby update. He's here because he's a brand new book. So in 5 days from when you are listening to this, his brand new book, Happy People Are Annoying, is going
I love this title.
The title, the cover, the everything. And before we lose Becca, and she goes back, she's a baby monitor in front of her, literally. Yeah, I made the most annoying awards, and I want us to go through them, but I really want Becca to be a part of this.
Yes, please.
So in honor of your book, Happy People Are Annoying, go pre-order it right now. We'll put a link up and support Josh. Okay. The most annoying award at work goes to, and I want everyone to answer. And then we're going to do in a relationship, strangers at airports, strangers on the internet, self. Okay, here we go. The most annoying award for person who you're working with, the person who does this is the most annoying.
Oh, I mean, this is going to be really bad, but like, it's the person who, if you're complaining, they make you look on the bright side.
Oh,
good one. Okay.
The worst.
The worst.
Mine's when you're like in a high pressure situation where there's like a lot going on, maybe like a big meeting or something. And that person that like needs to let you know about the themed birthday party they had for their child and show you all of the photos.
Oh,
questionable. Like, I ask about your kid. I love your kid. I enjoy Susie on your Instagram. But, like, now is not the fucking time. I'm preparing to host the Grammy Awards.
Bigger fish to fry.
You know?
I don't know if I have one. I fortunately have never
Jack,
had to work
I know what yours is. Yours is the person that reminds you of the deadline you already know exists.
100%.
Oh, I mean, the most annoying person at work for me is anybody that is micromanaging my creative process.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's something I do not
AKA Kelty. Josh?
I don't like, okay, so a subtle one is I don't like the person who feels like it's their job to welcome you. Like, where they're like, welcome, like, we're a family here. I'm like, are we? Like, no, we're all getting paid. This is not family. I'm not going to show up for you if we weren't getting paid. And then secondly, I don't like when like there's an issue and someone goes, well, here's the thing. Why don't we schedule a Zoom or a conference call and we'll all get on? I'm like, can't we just talk about it right now?
Oh.
Or like a conference call that could have easily been an email. That goes right in there.
All of that. I hate it when people, I mean, other than LadyGang being my family, I hate a corporate work environment that makes you feel like family. It's a dupe, guys. They want you to feel that way so they can underpay you.
Yes.
Yeah. And treat you badly.
Okay. Most annoying award in a relationship goes to...
In a relationship.
I'm trying to think of relationships I've been in and the annoying things that they've done.
Well, I have mine. I knew this was coming, so I'll give you a moment to think.
Okay.
Mine is that this is a specific thing that Chris and I did. Chris is that quintessential guy that will not ask for help. This weekend, I was installing things in my kitchen and I needed a certain bracket and I had to stay with the guys. So I sent him down to Ace Hardware and he's FaceTiming with me and he's FaceTiming me every single screw bracket that's available. And I'm saying to him over and over again, hey, I don't actually know which one we need. Can you ask someone there? Tell them you need the 3/8 T bracket.
We're getting into territory of you describing the light fixture that you bought that came and it was wrong.
So what's yours, Becca?
Mine is the most annoying person in a relationship is the person who gets mad at you. Like, this is like when you're newly dating, when you go out without them, the person who gets mad if you like forget to text that you're home or like to text to say goodnight. I'm not very yeah. So I'm not like a good person. Like, you're out of sight, out of mind for me a lot of the time. So if I'm dating you and I go out for like a fun night with my friends, I am not getting in bed usually and saying goodnight to you. And it's annoying when you require that.
Okay.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying.
Jacqueline?
Trying to think of like all the everybody I've dated is so annoying. Probably most annoying is when you're like dating somebody and it's becoming kind of serious, but then you still see that they might be following like Instagram girls and liking and like commenting on hot girls that they don't know in real life pictures.
Yeah.
Pretty annoying.
Josh?
But I am this. So I'm calling myself out. My wife has taught me about this. If someone is upset with you, it is not an acceptable answer to say, you know what I do for you? Like, yeah, I might have messed up, but you know how great I am? It's bad. My wife's like, oh, she hates that.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good for you. You're acknowledging it. You're using yourself as an example.
Yeah.
It's good. I say.
I love that.
Okay, the most annoying word in honor of Happy People Are Annoying, Josh's new book, Strangers at Airports edition.
I know mine.
Okay.
Anybody that is FaceTiming somebody else.
Oh, yes.
A loud or a phone call that's on speaker, or like maybe watching a YouTube on a speaker. Like, and nobody needs to be hearing anybody's conversations or see what annoying crypto universe YouTube video they're watching at the moment.
I agree.
Mine is, and this is going to be controversial, anybody who brings a pillow or a blanket onto an airplane that is over the age of 4 is
like that's directed
annoying.
at me.
Annoying for me. Because I don't want the thing you slobber on at night that's like between your crotch, your sweaty balls.
I hope
like
it's fresh, but
on the airplane. It's not fresh. You know it's not fresh. The same people that bring that on an airplane are not worried about washing it before they bring it onto a nasty airplane.
Okay. Josh?
I don't, this is so bad.
Like, I only fly private.
Yeah. But I do I really get annoyed with people who like want to experience everything that the flight has to offer. So they take every snack, every drink refill, like the free headphones, the in-flight entertainment. It's like enough. Just go to where you have to
They got to
go.
press the button a few times just to see if the flight attendant will come.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
What a treat.
My most annoying award for strangers at airports is people who don't, and as someone who's been flying Southwest a lot lately, like you can't skip the system. The concierge key goes, then pre-boards, then people with babies. Like, if you stand next to the fucking bitch and you're in group 4, you're not getting on the plane earlier.
No, this is
Southwest. This lady was like, literally, it was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. This lady was in line. She tried to skip the line. She was like she was in the C boarding group. And she's like, well, you won't let me on with my mother who is sick. And the woman was like, is your mother sick? I better call medical. Picked up the phone and she was like, no, she's fine. It's just her knees. She's like, if your mother's sick, she probably shouldn't be going on this plane. Let me call medical to check you out. And brought the medical people and like put her in her place.
Savage.
You fucking bitches. Go. You're B31.
But see, Southwest, you could see why maybe people would do that because they could get on the plane earlier and get a better seat. But people do this for every fucking airline. And you're not getting on the plane and getting a better seat better than anybody else if you're going early or not. I don't know what the deal is.
So f***ed up. Okay. Most annoying word, strangers on the internet.
Oh, all of them.
I feel like, Josh, you're going to have a good one for this. Like pet peeves of the new generation of Instagram TikTokers.
Oh, that's so, yeah. I mean, basically, it used to be that like the reason why our youth is different, like we all think that, and every generation I'm sure have, but like they're viewing themselves, right? Like they're seeing their pictures put out there. So, Becca, you and I have boys, so we don't have to worry that much yet, but it's very real. Like you wonder why people are so coiffed and like everything is meticulous. It's because everything is photographed now.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's like the amount of times that I saw my reflection as a teen girl is like minuscule compared to
you got
how
your
much
photos. You
didn't have to face yourself,
and you were like, "Oh, I'm ugly."
I had to go to Eckerd's and like develop pictures.
Right.
Yeah. Like, and sometimes those weren't even clear. And I would look in the mirror once before I left the house and like, that was it. It's so true. My biggest hang up with social media right now, the people who lip talk.
Oh my God.
Videos on TikTok. It is my absolutely not. It is not funny. It's never very good. And I don't understand what that is.
Like Jared's biggest, of what I was, me talking.
For you.
Thank you.
I haven't seen
that video. Didn't need support. Jared's biggest pet peeve in the world is people singing to the camera, like locking eyes with the camera while they're like singing a song or like playing guitar or something like that. Mine is probably people arguing in any comment section. But the thing that I like about TikTok over Instagram is no matter what you post, people are getting in massive brawls in your comments. You could be posting the most innocuous thing in the world and people are getting in fights. So it's kind of just like, then nothing matters. You don't have to worry about people arguing in your comments.
My favorite thing on TikTok now is if I've ever posted something, which is like once in a blue moon, people will be like, how are you verified?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
Like, you have like no followers. How are you verified? Who are you?
I have no idea.
This episode of LadyGang is brought to you by Masterclass. I love Masterclass. I've watched a couple of the Masterclasses. I actually always gift the Masterclass. I gifted the Masterclass to both my parents and my in-laws for the holidays this year. I think it's such a cool thing. With Masterclass, you can learn from the world's best minds anytime, anywhere on your own. You can learn fashion from Tan France. You can learn interior design from Kelly Wersker. I watched the interrogation one with Chris. I took the Anna Wintour class, and I thought it was really interesting. She's in the business category, which is awesome because she's such a business boss. And I think just the knowledge of seeing her open up about how she kind of runs her life and the way she looks at things and stays focused and her boundaries, like it was just really, really interesting to me. But also what's cool about it is like, it's not necessary to sit down and like do a full class start to finish. You're not in college. Like you can do it when you're on the train. You can do it while you're in the bathtub. Like it's really, really cute. So I highly recommend you check out Masterclass, get unlimited access to every Masterclass. And as a LadyGang listener, you're going to get 15% off an annual membership. So go to masterclass.com/lady now. That's masterclass.com/lady for 15% off Masterclass.
Today's episode of LadyGang is brought to you by Ritual. So did you know, this is a crazy fact, over 97% of women aged 19 to 50 are not getting enough vitamin D from their diet, and 95% are not getting their recommended daily intake of key omega-3s. And that's why I love our sponsor, Ritual. Ritual is essential for women 18 plus. Multivitamin was formulated by exhaustive research to help fill in nutrient gaps in the diets of women aged 18 and over. And it's formulated with nutrients to help support brain health, bone health, blood health, and provide antioxidant support. But Ritual didn't stop there. They invested in a gold standard university-led clinical trial to prove the impact of Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin. And the results, the Essential for Women 18 Plus was shown to increase vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in only 12 weeks. So right now, Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/LadyGang and turn healthy habits into a ritual. That's 10% off at ritual.com/LadyGang.
The Lady Gang.
Well, I do want to know before I go why, Josh, you titled this book this title and why you wrote it.
Well, I think I just always assumed that happiness was reserved for like quarterbacks, people inheriting generational wealth, attractive people. Like I just assumed that it was that people got a manual on how to get through life, that God skipped me. And I, through trial and tribulation, have had to realize what happiness is for me, that it wasn't like this specific thing that everyone was enjoying. And I was just like one of these outsiders. It was how I defined happiness and walking through each challenge through my life where I was like, oh, this isn't fair. I don't want to be 100 pounds on television, like 100 pounds overweight. Like at each turn, when I walked through these things, I was rewarded with like a little bit of that joy I was seeking.
Oh, I love that.
Good.
That's awesome.
Well, I also thought it was very interesting, like that you said, and I'm going to quote, like in the beginning, like you filled this like hole of yourself with food, television, drugs, and all the trappings of young stardom. Like, I don't remember you having your trappings of young stardom moment. Like, did you hide that from the world?
Yeah, I'm literally outing myself in this book, and I don't know what's wrong with me.
So I was like, I feel like you were
you
the kid that like really like was like, oh, you were cute and then you were hot. And there was like no in between.
Well, God bless you. And thank you for saying that. I could have gotten away scot-free, but got to sell the book. We know what sells, guys. You're right. Like I was lucky there weren't camera phones where I was being like supremely stupid and a total cliche. So I avoided a bunch of stuff. And then, throughout my life, the times where I've really gotten help from people is when they share their story with me and they say, I was there too. I walked through it. And now I have a wife and kids or a career or like all the cash and prizes of a good life. So if I always kept that secret, I feel like I wouldn't be able to find the silver lining in this challenge and hopefully allow people to know that they're not alone in that.
Wow. That's awesome.
And then
on top of being a good human, he's also just spreading knowledge and honesty. And thank you, Josh Peck.
Becca, how were you the greatest on-screen girlfriend I could have asked for? I mean, granted, you like basically broke my heart twice on the show, but I'm just bummed that we can't be, fake boyfriend and girlfriend more.
You know what? When they announced that you were going to be Hillary Duff's, lover, I was like, that motherfucker better say in every interview from now on, she was good, but not my best. You know what I mean?
100%.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we, listen, How I Met Your Father, good show, sitcom-y. You and I, we did a 1 hour with a dog for kids television. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
We had to,
we climbed Everest.
Dude,
totally.
I'll never forget. And here's like, God bless Turner and Hooch, one and done. I just remember one day, like Becca and I are on set and we're dealing with the dog who was adorable, but not fully trained. And one of the crew people goes, my dog at home can sit.
Wait, why didn't you got a non-fully trained dog?
That breed of dog is like notoriously impossible to train.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so these dogs were like doing the best they could. It was not, but it was a great point. I mean, the crew member who said that, not wrong.
It was a wild 8 months, but we had a good time. Cute couple.
I had the best time with you, and I hope we get to do it again somehow, somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna hop off because Zach just got off a conference call and I picked up the baby in the monitor. So goodbye, Josh. Congrats on the book.
So happy for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do want to say bye, Becca.
Bye.
Thanks for popping. That's so crazy. We really have not had her on the podcast since the baby was born.
No, I was like, oh, hello.
I was like, I didn't even know she was. I texted her earlier. I was like, you may hop on for Josh. She's like, I don't think so. And I was like, okay, like no pressure. Josh, I do want to ask you. When we did our book, they were like, put quotes or a photo up to like entice people.
Sure.
And so for you did awards for your book, and the awards were winner, most likely not to make the bestsellers list.
Oh my God.
And best author of this book, Mom. Oh. Whose idea was that?
That's iconic.
Those were mine. I originally wanted to do quotes because I do have fancy friends, so I wanted to say what they'd really say. Like, so the quote would be like, "I'll pass, John Stamos."
Yes.
Or like, who? Damon John.
Yeah.
But it's just so. Listen, like literally the picture on the front of this book, I wanted one of the quotes to be like voted most punchable book cover, because I certainly think, and I don't have an issue with it, like I'm glad to be liked in any respect, that like there's a certain corny-ish image of me out there. Like people know who I am. And then, so that's why the cover is of me literally looking like I'm in 40-year-old virgin.
Yes, it's very 40-year-old virgin-esque.
Totally. But then you open it and you're like smacked with like this real story of the stuff that I face and sort of what I walk through. So similarly with the back, instead of like satisfying, all these things and trying to look as cool as possible, I'm like, let me just say what I secretly think. At least I know my haters are thinking.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Why not?
I
love it.
One quick How I Met Your Father question.
Please.
Were you aware that like it's culty? Like the How I Met Your Mother, How I Met Your Father world is very culty.
I had no idea. I mean, obviously I knew the show was really, really big and loved, but I had no idea that the show was that loved, the original. And now I can't tell you how many people are like, are you the father? And of course I don't know, but like,
Yeah.
I also can't, I'm like, obviously I can't say, but I can't believe how invested people get.
No, it's like a murder mystery, but also a sitcom, which is very enjoyable.
Did you like the original?
I mean, sure.
It's
It was cute.
It's cute. I mean, we have LadyGang TV Watchers Club, and they are like ridiculously like rewatching the original and like comment like there's like
I feel like it's one of the most watched sitcoms of all time.
Yeah, I'm not like a sitcom person. I mean, I will watch it when you and Becca are on together or whatever, but like, you know, wow, this has been going so well.
Are you more of a Tinder swindler type?
Yeah.
No, I'm a housewives. I'm a housewives. I'm a shitty TV. I'm a no talent TV.
I love it. So you're all housewives, one housewife in particular, Potomac? No, I'm kidding.
No, I do some, but listen, we've had you long enough. You need to go back to your job. We were so excited for you. We got Becca on the pod. I mean, today's a great day. Everyone, please go pick up Happy People Are Annoying. I'm assuming that you're going to see it at airports and Target, and it's bright yellow, and like Josh's face is there. You can't miss it. Pick it up. Support our boy. Let's make this a bestseller. We're so excited, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you guys. You're the best.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.